What's up, everybody? Today is a beautiful day because I'm over a month into staying in Warsaw, Poland, and I frankly haven't been able to do much tourist activities or seeing the city because of the other stuff I've been having to commit to related to work and other commitments I have. But as you can see, here around me is a park. And in this park, it's very spacious. As you can tell, there's a track and field there. There's this artificial lake, and then they have these steps. Everything looks really nice here. And since it is a weekday, middle of the afternoon, it's not too crowded. This is outstanding. It's so peaceful. It's pretty nice. I'm on my way to what's called the Palace on the Isle, which seems to be some type of palace on a little, probably man-made island in the water up ahead that way. And another really cool thing is just the feeling of being here. It is so spacious and different from the US, and yet similar. I mean, we also have soccer court and track and field, and we have lakes like this and trees that are brown and like a general similar feel to the park. But the little differences are actually quite pronounced, and that's what makes travel exciting. If you've been following my YouTube channel, I traveled over 2 years across the USA, and it's so interesting. Like, parts of this remind me vaguely of particularly Greenville, North Carolina, which is actually Mr. Beast's hometown, which I visited along my trip to through North Carolina. Kind of like a slow-paced park, but this one's much bigger than whatever I saw in Greenville, and it's a little less swampy. But yeah, it kind of reminds me of the East Coast, where the air and the trees kind of feel kind of like there's a lot of moisture, and the leaves are a bit like wet and damp, but it's so spacious. The architecture is different, and yet in a similar vibe. You got these dry trees. It's surreal being here, and I'm intentionally filming around me rather than at me, because in one of my random little videos, someone commented and said, "Get the camera off your face. We want to see what's around you, not you." Which, it was harsh the way they worded it, but that's the internet. They don't know you, so they just react. But in every piece of feedback, you have to see if there's actually something actually constructive. And I think with that one, there was some truth there, because especially if it's a random quick video with the title, you know, this is this place, they don't necessarily know who you are or care. They just want to see the surroundings. You haven't really built up an audience yet that know you like a YouTube vlogger does. And I do have a very tiny following. But enough rambling. As you can tell, this is such a spacious park. In the US, like, they would never have something this wide. I mean, this is a giant circle. And the US is big, but I think it's just not something they would ever construct. Like, look how small that garbage dump thing looks compared to the size of this. This is literally a giant circle structure. And we're gonna keep going this way. There's the Royal Lazienki Museum up ahead, and we're gonna get closer to this palace on the Isle. I'm gonna go ahead and just point you real quick to what I'm talking about. So that's the palace, and then I'm right here. So we're getting close. And I'm not gonna film the whole thing. I may not even be able to film inside the palace for you guys, but it's not always about the actual destination. It's about the journey to it, as they say. And here they even have some, what would that be, Chinese or Japanese type of structure? I would say probably Korean, actually, because when I was in Japan, they preferred the like flat rectangular roofs, and the Koreans had the most curvature in their roofs. But honestly, the colors look a lot more Chinese. Anyhow, pretty cool place to be. Look how spacious it is. So many places to walk and move.